So what if Naruto was experimented on? Part 1. I had to do this multiple times because the recording keeps cutting out, but this is my last try. This is my last time trying. Okay. So, Naruto would have some okay, we'll start off with the Naruto's attack. In Naruto's attack, Naruto has some peculiar chakra. How do you mean? Well, his chakra could not be sensed. Naruto, wait, no. What I'm thinking of saying, yeah, that could be better. Naruto think he had no chakra. Like, he should not have the Naruto's. But the reason they couldn't sense his chakra was because of something that happened a long time before they were even there. We flash back to the start of time. You see two gods arguing. The god of creation and the god of destruction. And they were married. And the god of creation was a guy and the god of destruction was a girl. Okay? They had a son. His name was Naruto, just like Naruto in the present. He had both of their powers combined and had used those two dojutsus and that sword you see there. That sword had all the torture and anguish ever created in past, present, future, everything. But the arguments kept on going to the start of the Otsutsuki's and the humans began. Fearing for the Otsutsuki's and humans, the son decided to create a plan. When his parents were sleeping, he would go into the room and seal them in the sword. He did that, but then, feeling so regressed and remorseful, and then his best friend, an Otsutsuki stabbed him in the back and drank his blood, making him the first Otsutsuki pureblood, making him the first Otsutsuki king. But he would not die. He would reincarnate into every Otsutsuki king after that, and he would gain all their powers and all their chakra after they die. It will keep on going until Isagi. Isagi, for some reason, lost his power after, Naruto was in Kushina's Isagi will lose his power after Naruto was in Kage's belly. Because the spirit with Naruto, the reincarnation one, will leave his body and go into Naruto. And he will not feel anything. Just feeling fine, just weaker a little bit. No, he wouldn't feel anything. He'll just have the same power. And the chakra would go into Naruto. And Naruto's a baby. He'll see in Naruto would say, "This is the one I've been waiting for." But it seems like he'll be reincarnated again. This is perfect. I'll gain the power of Kaguya Otsutsuki as well. As he went to Naruto, he will automatically get Kaguya's powers and Hagoromo and Hamura's, making him have basically all Otsutsuki high-ranking powers. So, Hagoromo and Hamura and Isagi would go back to the Otsutsuki planet after Kaguya got pregnant, because he needed to work with king duties. And Kaguya stayed on the planet because he needed to colonize him. And and then we wait. 9 months later, Kaguya was giving birth to Naruto. Hamura and Hagoromo saw this on the perfect opportunity to seal Kaguya away. And they did that, using Naruto as a vessel. Naruto was still a baby. He's still a baby, so he died. And the reincarnation spirit would just take all the power he was gonna have if he stayed alive, which would have been like power of a god, into himself, giving you power. And he would know that he has to wait a little bit. So he would go to sleep. And the flashback, Ninetales attack. Hiruzen would seal the Ninetales within. Would seal some of the Ninetales in Naruto. Not all of it, but most of it. He would seal 90% in Naruto, 90% in Naruto, 4% in Kushina. Wait, no. 2% Kushina, 4% Menma, and 4% Mito. It's gonna be a fusion of neglected and experimented on, so let's get ready for this. Because you like the neglected part. Anyway, so Naruto. So Kushina and Minato will be knocked out because of blood loss. They'll be getting healed, and Hiruzen did the Reaper Death Seal. The Reaper seeing that he was, and then Naruto, the reincarnation, would go into it. The Reaper seeing who it was, because Naruto created the Reaper, would be like, Master. So Master's come back. Now this will be fun. Maybe he'll have a use for his old servant again. Probably not time busy, but it could still happen. The Reaper thought, and then the Reaper went away. So as you know, Menma Mito had no power at that time. The reason was that they were training Minato and Kushina, who were a little bit far away from Naruto, and well, Orochimaru would take Naruto and will go into the base. Now it's time for the experimental part. So you go into the base, and we start adding some DNA to him. Hashirama cells, constantly feeding him chakra pills that will give him like Jonin level of chakra each time, and he's been feeding him for 3 years. Right now, Naruto's 4, and he has the chakra of a high-ranking Otsutsuki from the chakra pills. He's not even met his other side of power yet. That's how OP he is. And, well, Naruto be experimented on, and Orochimaru would find a remnant. What remnant was it? Remnant of blood. Which blood? The remnant of the demon god's blood. He was killed a long time ago. Like, he killed Naruto, the reincarnated version, killed him when Earth killed him as well, including his parents. And, well, his blood dropped on Earth, and well, that's what happened. So he injected the blood into Naruto. Naruto was spazzing out. This was not good for him. Naruto would go into a coma for a month, and then wake up with a new eye. With a new eye that was concealed and was not open yet. But it will open. Soon enough it will open. Now we'll be on his right side. That'll be from his brother. Actually, the demon man would actually be his brother. So now, the angel god's blood. Orochimaru gets his hands on it. He may not know what it is, but experiments are for tests. So well, he'll inject it to Naruto again. Not to spaz him out again. Only take him a day before he wake up. Other eye. Well, you see how it's like black and red? This magic gold gold outside and white inside. Like the pupil is white, like gold and all around the outside, okay? That's how the other eye was. That's how the eyes are gonna be. That's the dormant eye. So, Orochimaru would find this unspeakable sword. How he found this? Well, Orochimaru's been all the way around Earth, and the battles took place on Earth. And like Naruto, the reincarnated, was kind of like a conqueror who wanted to conquer everything. After he killed his two brothers, stopped. This wasn't power, just because. Not really having a reason, just becoming the strongest, I guess. Kind of like Naruto, but the goals aren't as, virtuous. So, Naruto would have a relatively, no, I'll say this something else. So, Naruto is now 4 years old. And, well, he's been fed a lot of chakra pills to the point where they don't really give him any chakra anymore. They're like food to him. Just regular food. And Orochimaru has been making very many discoveries with Naruto. Discoveries as in, well, he would actually make new chakra pills. These chakra pills would be chakra pills that were Otsutsuki level. Be Sanin level, like low Sanin level, like low Hokage level. Low Hokage level. Low Hokage level. Well, low Hokage level chakra pills. And let's say the blood samples he got, those were the only ones. So he knew that these were like. Leave me alone. Sorry for the inconvenience, it's my little brother. I can't really edit that out, so sorry for the inconvenience. But, voice crack. But, Naruto, it was time. It's time for something to happen. Naruto would go to sleep one day and would go into his mindscape. When he saw his mindscape, he saw the Ninetales, yeah. But he also saw a person who looked like him but with different types of eyes. And well, Naruto would touch him. They would touch hands. Not knowing, Naruto would fuse with him. Getting all the knowledge, getting all the chakra, and all of that. Getting infinite God chakra. So the abilities he's gained because of fusing with that guy is perfect chakra manipulation. That means if he wanted to, he can make a scythe made out of chakra, swords made out of pure chakra. He can mold things made out of pure chakra. That's how it is. Yeah. I know, right? And also, he would gain the two eyes you see on screen. And these two eyes would be his father and mother's eyes. No, these would be the eyes he gained from getting both of their powers. Getting both of these eyes. Well, the abilities, I'll go down. First off, I'll talk about the one that's extremely purple. Can't tell, I don't know why you can't, but extreme purple eye. That looks like the Red God on steroids. Here we go. So, the ability of this eye is the ability to siphon power. What you might be thinking is this. Like, let's say guy goes into 8 gates. Like, guy goes into 8 gates against Naruto. Naruto will be able to steal all of the strength guy has in that form and add it to its own strength. Yes. And also, this eye has the ability to do that with speed and stuff and everything. Also, Naruto, because of this, would instantly have perfect immortality. Not no fake immortality, like I did sacrifice people to my god for like immortality type stuff, like he done, like full on immortality. Okay, so Naruto. So, okay, yeah, let's talk about the dojutsu. And also, this dojutsu has the ability to slow down things to the point where, and he has a good, and it's like balanced with reactive speed, where like someone might be punching at light speed, and it'll look like the person that been moving to Naruto. Like you have to go you'll have to go like 1 quadrillion times the speed of light for this guy to even notice you moving with his eyes if he wants to. Okay, so let's get ready. This guy inevitably rules the world because it's coming up. Now for the other eye. The other eye be from the god. Okay, wait, I've not given the special ability of the other eyes. Okay, the purple eye will be the eye from the god of deaths, his father. And that eye will have the ability speak to the dead, see the dead. Ability to use the dead's powers. That means he could use Madara. He could literally learn from Madara and all the dirt, and if he summons the dead, and he could also bring back the dead without having to do a sacrifice or body, just bring back the dead. So that's the ability of the purple one. Not for the one that has Sage chakra. That'd be mother. That'd be first father. God, that was crazy. I just like making his mom destruction for some reason. Okay. So, Naruto would go. This eye with the abilities. Have the abilities of this. The ability to see into the future. To predict any outcome of a battle. The ability to be able to after seeing something once, he's able to perfectly copy it 100 times, 1,000 times his strength, and the ability of perfect Sage chakra. Perfect Sage chakra. That means he instantly, for every single thing he does, he instantly has Sage chakra added to it, so instant buff to his jutsu. Okay? It's like KCMO, like he has Sage chakra that gets automatically stronger. He basically has that, okay? But a little bit stronger. So now it's time for the red and gold eyes I have said. Okay, the red eye, the ability to, if he sees a soul, he can corrupt the soul and make it his slave. The soul cannot disobey, and also this eye has the ability to make contracts. And once you make the contract, you can never finish until the contract is finished. You can never break the contract, or you will become a slave until the end of time. And then there's Devil God mode. It basically allows the user to have all the powers of the Devil God, but 100 times stronger. Okay? And the buff to it is 1,000,000 times the user's base strength. And it's basically the opposite with the thing. Like you could purify a person, like anything that could evil, you can just touch it on the head, like purify it. And I have something to tell you. That's gonna be hunted down by angels and the demons. Because then he has the eyes of the gods in him, and he's not even full god. So yeah, they're gonna be after him. So yeah, like they were after like his reincarnate, like no cap, like they were really after this guy. So like, what do you think? Because they literally just killed their gods. Like they're ready for that smoke. They're ready for that smoke. Fight. Naruto just because he's the reincarnation of him. So, I'm explaining like a million times, and Naruto can use them all at the same time to use a different move called Absolute. And Absolute basically gives you infinity times your strength. But Naruto can only use this for once Naruto uses this, he will have to go to sleep for a million years to regain his strength, just to be able to leave. Because his power is so much, it'll drain most of his chakra that he needs to go to sleep for 1,000 years. So, and if he fights in that time, like the 1,000-year time period, well, no, he has to, if he fights, like, he can only use it for an hour. Why an hour? It basically makes him the pinnacle for like 10 minutes. He's the pinnacle of everything. But after that 10 minutes is up, he needs to rest for like an entire week. And then he needs to take a lot of healing, like 100 healings, because the power is like too much for him to handle. And this debuff will stop once something happens that pushes him over the edge. He will lose this debuff and will be able to use it completely with no drawbacks. But he's gonna have it for most of this, because that's just too overpowered, even for me. Being a pinnacle of everything forever, like, nah, my G. Like, if I did that, he would be stronger than the OP and neglected one. And that one could literally break reality by not even trying. So, like, think what this guy's gonna be able to do. He could probably straight up make his own reality. He could break reality and use it as a toothbrush. He eats reality for breakfast. I don't need a character that OP. Like, what I'm thinking is above everything. Like, his comprehension is God tier. Everything about him is God tier. And also, did I mention this guy? This guy, instantly, handsome points, infinity. Yes, good looking points, infinity. Just because. So let's expect girls to be fed over him than Sasuke. Because Sasuke looked like a chump to him. Anyway. So. Right now Naruto is, 7. And Kurama's been his only friend. But Kurama is going to die soon. Yes, most Kurama. Why Kurama's going to die soon? He has all chocolate nature. I forgot to say that. Why Kurama's going to die soon? Well, it's because of this. Naruto's power is draining. True. If he uses it, he also drains Kurama's life force. Naruto not knowing this because Kurama's not telling him this. And on his 8th birthday, Kurama would tell him that today he's gonna die. So when that happened, you asked Naruto to fuse with him. Like Baramo, he would basically get that, but like he wouldn't have the aura and stuff. Like it wouldn't look like he has anything from Kurama. It's just like he fused with it and like all the 9 chakra. It's like instantly his hair, like it was blonde instantly. He would gain his Uzumaki chains would activate. What I mean by that? Instantly his Uzumaki chains would activate. Well, those chains would be the highest tier chains. They would be golden tier. And golden tier was the highest form of chains, and Kushina only has silver tier, which is far weaker than golden tier, which is unbreakable. It was only used, and barely anyone in history Not even the Otsuzukis were able to use that. So it's gonna be very rare. Nobody's gonna really know about it. And Kushina was gonna think, oh, see, he has the best chance. Nope, Naruto is the strongest. And the weakest chain is our rescue chain. So Naruto would wake up crying. And he's actually strapped to like a breathing apparatus that will just keep on pumping like chocolate pills into him and like sedation pills, like all that stuff, and then he'll just go back to sleep, keep on dreaming, and then wake up again. A vicious cycle, seeing Kurama die over and over and over again until something would happen. You know how I said this guy was basically a god? Well, gods were actually Otsutsuki. Yeah, he was actually an Otsutsuki. How I say this? Well, at the beginning of time, there were Otsutsukis. But they were like the first Otsutsukis. And that's why they were gods. Because their power was above any Otsutsuki. They were gods. They were God Otsutsuki. The omni-god of Otsutsukis. The Otsutsuki could compare to their power. But because of his love, because of his best friend dying, he will awaken something that even them didn't have. Gain a Toyomi in the eyes. This Toyomi instantly unlocked his genes that were hidden, instantly flushing off all that weak Uzumaki genes. He still be ready to Kushina, say like 100% for each match. But, like they can tell, like he's not no Uzumaki anymore. His skin would turn pale to the point of no return. His skin would turn so pale. Otsutsuki's would look dark. That's how pale he'll be. He'll grow horns. These horns will be bigger than any Otsutsuki's horns. And he'll grow 3 eyes. 1 on his forehead, 2 in his hands. And, well, you see the 2 eyes you see right there in his eyes. You know the eyes I told you about, like the angel and demon one on his hands, and the one on top of his forehead will be a secret. There'll be a fusion of all the eyes I told you about. This one will be called the Omni King Eye, and it will have a Toyomi as well. And it basically just makes you God, like just like. I can't even describe it, like, this basically gives you everything, like, I'm gonna tell you this much, Naruto's not gonna use it unless dire, cause, like, I need to nurse this guy a little bit, like, you know what, if he uses it for, like, more than 10 minutes, he might die, if he doesn't get 100 healings, in, like, 10 minutes after. Like a minute after he uses it for the 10 minutes. So yeah, that's how strong this is. I need to make it that one. He's never gonna take this off. He may extend it to like an hour, like even then, like no, he might extend it to like 20 minutes, like 30 minutes. That's gonna be the max. Cause I can't be having this guy erasing everyone from reality, my guy. And right now he's not gonna be able to use it, cause well. He needs to gain the Mangekyo in the eyes before he can use it. He needs to gain Infinity Toyomi. And that happens when Toyomi cannot fit on your eye anymore. That an infinity sign pops up for every Toyomi. And the more infinity signs you have, the more Toyomi that are supposed to be there. Well, if you have an eye full of infinity signs, they'll merge into, well, a big infinity sign, into more infinity signs. But these infinity signs will glow. And Naruto's not gonna get that yet. And as soon as he reaches that point, I will allow him to use it for 30 minutes at least, with the drawbacks of 100 healers needed after, like, in the 1 minute after that. Okay, so this will happen. Miyako Kushina will be looking for Naruto, and Miyako Kushina will be looking for Naruto to basically torture him. Okay, so if you are hearing this, the video's cut out, sorry, but this is the end of What If Deku was experimented and neglected. So I'll see you later. Bye.